Yo, what's up guys, this is Happy No with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this time with the second part of the Big Thief comparison video. I already made the Sword and Dagger Thief video, and I had to re-upload now this Dagger Pistol video again, so I just better decided to go ahead and do another game with the Dagger Pistol and try to explain you everything you need to know. This is, by the way, Guild Wars 2 on the highest settings, which I'm going to show you quickly here because I know a lot of people just want to show that, to see that. Everything on high on 1080p. Ultra, just reflections are off, I don't know why. Maybe I can just, for this video I can just let it on. High native, render sampling is native because my PC, my monitor just provides the 60 Hz, so it will not benefit at all if I do super sample. Or even let's try out with super sample, I don't know if it will benefit anything. Shadows are known because I'm not such a big fan of the shadows, and everything else should be on high. Post-processing is on nothing because it just does this oversaturating the colors, which is not such a big deal for my opinion. And like this it just looks much cleaner and better. So, before I start talking about the Dagger Pistol Thief, I'm going to show you the skins because I know most of you will just ask me and why I have the shiny bag here. It's because of the new armor sets, and I'm currently running Bloodstone Visage, that's the red eyes, which is from Heart of Thorns quest or achievement. Vigil's Honor shoulder guards, those shoulders for the thief, and then Mistforged Glorious Hero. I guess it's only Glorious Hero, Brigandine, Brigandine, I don't know how, it's probably French. What's making this lighting here on your back? You have to buy it on the vendors here. Market Waypoint, one of those merchants here will sell it to you for the PvP reward stuff, and then Faux Fire wraps with Glorious Hero leg guards, just because it matches the top, and then Assassin's boots, only for humans, the shoes. Then we have Frostforged dagger and Carrion Lane pistol, plus Dream Thistle shortbow. The back is holographic dragon wings, and the dice are Shadow Beast and Electro Blue should be, yeah, Electro Blue and Shadow Beast, and together it just looks perfect. The Frostforged dagger matches this perfectly, and also the Dream Thistle shortbow skin. Okay, the game just started. I was like about waiting for 5 minutes, and I just decided to go ahead and start the video to not waste any time. On this video you will see as always first the gameplay, and after that I will talk about what you can do, the combos, and in what ways the Dagger Pistol is better than the Sword and Dagger, and of course on the opposite, what can the Sword and Dagger Thief do better than this. And the enemies have double Guardian, Necro, Mesmer, and Thief. This is good. Now I need just to know if it is a Deadeye or a normal Thief to counter him better. We have a Dragon Hunter, a Holo, a Reaper, and what else do we get? I have no idea. Okay, they have also a Dagger Pistol Thief, a Daredevil. You can see the sign here. This is the Daredevil sign, which you can see also here. We're getting a Dragon Hunter and a Core Guardian. This will be interesting, actually. This will be really interesting. By the way, I will also do another video. Oh, he's Firebrand. That's nice. That's nice. So I have to work a little bit with this Holo here. If he's a strong Holo, we will be destroying them. And otherwise the Guardians can counter the Reaper, but if he's supported by the Firebrand here, we should have no trouble winning this mirror comp almost. My main goal will be at the beginning to give Basilisk Venom, and I know most of you want to see the action of Dagger Stone, but in my opinion the Basilisk Venom is quite stronger in certain situations. And of course Impact Strike will also, I will tell you about the other elite that you can use as well. So at the beginning we just pop up the elite here. Yeah, my ally. Yeah, this guy should have... What? I just got... Holy man. I just stealth up. I'm trying to backstab here. And yes, we have a nice kill here. Really, really, really nice. I just stealth up. I just waste his time there. That's my main goal, to waste time. Uh-oh. You should have finished the mesmer probably. And this guy's a Condi player, so I will have an easy game here just countering him. He will port back. I would have killed him anyways. Yes, we got a good start here. I stealth him up. Trying to backstab this guy, blind him. Okay. We need to be careful. I need to do this, yeah. You can see it is dangerous here. Oh my god, my team is still struggling somehow. Oh shit. I just failed my combo. I need to remove the condis and run away first. First run away. And then attack. Uh-oh. I might die here, yeah. Damn it. Those stupid confusion stacking, man, this is so annoying. But my team, man, they are just struggling so much to get caps, I don't know why. You saw a little bit the strength and mobility is of course equal to the sword and dagger one. But of course you will not have the same survivability as... I need to go get the decaps first and then support my allies. But the holo should have gone far with me and we could have got 2 caps there. I don't know why my team is leaving downed enemies there alone. They should cleave them a little bit. Oh my god, I was not able to get him there. I just have to port back.
The keep's been lost.
Oh, that was just such a fail. We need to get him there. Nice little backstab. Trying to blind him. Heal up. Stealth up. Remove that. Yeah, my allies should just... I need to wait until I stealth up, but it's not working. Oh my god, this is the mobility. Heal me up, heal me up. Thank you. Shit, this thief is still here. I can't run away, I can't run away. Can I run away? I can. I was able to run away there. I have to blind him. Oh my god, he blinded me. This stupid guardian just blinded me. I waited a little bit too long with my steal, but that's the risky part here. My team needs to get the points, man. It's okay, it's okay. We can still turn this game, but my team is freaking slow, man. They should just... I will decap the enemy points, but they need to do faster work here. This guy should go this way, this way, this way. Yeah, they're already decapping here. They already decapped. It does not make any sense for me to stay there. So my only goal will be here to get the decap, if possible, if not. I can try to stealth up, kill this guy. Stealth up twice. Go for the stomp. Hide now. It is dangerous for me to go now into that Condi. to that Condi thief.
Your enemy took the mine.
He's running away, but we'll get him with a backstab. Okay, we have this. My ally is not getting any damage up, man. That's so bad. Shit, 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 shit. I need to get out of combat. Oh my god. Heal me up, heal me up. This Firebrand is just too slow. He needs to do faster work. And my allies are really not able to win any 1v1s or something, man. This is dangerous. I have to keep on moving, and we should have been able to cleave far with a good holo, but my holo is not doing the work how it should done. I do hear this blinding powder because it is really, really dangerous if you have enemy guardians who can just easily wreck you. Okay, my holo might die, but I can't do anything for him, so I'm just gonna decap the point here. Okay, that's actually fine what I've done. I could even go for a 1v1 against this guy, but it also just takes too much time, and my main goal was just to decap. Can I stealth him up? No. Shit. I don't know when he's having his steel up, so I just need to... Oh shit. You see this? He has already 9 stacks of freaking... Oh my god. He has 9 stacks of poison on me. Now just heal me. What are you doing?
You've taken the mine. The keep is yours.
Oh my god, my ally. They ain't able to get damage going on. This is so sad. Wow, he even got up. Oh my god. This game is a loss. I can't do anything. They ain't able to deal any kind of damage. This is bad. Okay, this is now not the best example how to show you the dagger pistol, but you saw the mobility and what you can do, the survivability, the backstab combo. You saw the most important stuff. But you can see my allies are losing 1v1s. They ain't able to cleave. They ain't able to do any supportive stuff, so I just gonna try ahead here and do a 1v1 against this guy. Hello my friend. I'm behind him. I will be auto attacking. He might try to... Was he really able to get his focus 4? I'm having some lag right now. Okay. The game is done, so never mind. It's okay. The enemies were much better than us. I have 0 topses, of course. I died too many times. And normally you should not die 3 times. Wow, I died 3 times. That's like 3 times too much. Normally you should never die, but you saw I had to go in like really deep to get something going on. And this Condi thief and the Condi cancer was like, yeah, you already know. 9 stacks of confusion. You remove that, you have another 9 stacks, and you just do 1 attack and you are killed. So let's talk about the dagger pistol thief overall. What you have here. What you have here is like the same as the sword and dagger thief. You are the #1 roamer. You have to outnumber fights, decap points, and support your allies with stealth in this case. Not like on the sword and dagger one. So the tools that you work with is the dagger and pistol, which allows you with your pistol 4 to interrupt enemies. Headshot will daze the enemy for 1/4 of a second, and plus it will do also an pulmonary impact with this build, so it will also deal some additional damage due to that. And I'm using here Sigil of Absorption plus Sigil of Revocation. This is for the extra boon stealing. Steal a boon when interrupting an enemy every 3 seconds. This means when we steal and interrupt someone, plus when we do headshot. On both cases, we will be able to steal an additional boon every 3 seconds. You can see it here every 3 seconds, which means you can't just spam your pistol 4 and steal the entire time boons, but you have to wait 3 seconds to do it again. And then Sigil of Revocation, on hit, remove a boon, which means on every hit you land, you will remove every 10 seconds a boon, which is still just pretty nice overall against the current meta with the perma boons. On the shortbow, Sigil of Energy and Sigil of Agility for the extra dodge almost. And then Sigil of Agility, gain 5 seconds of swiftness and 2 seconds of quickness when you swap to this weapon. This is nice just to cleave and to allow you to use your combos a little bit faster, plus the additional damage burst that you get from this. Then I'm using Rune of Infiltration, which can be reswapped to the Rune of the Strength, Rune of Strength, I guess. I'm using this because of the power precision, which allows you to have here almost 70% critical hit chance without Fury, and if you get your Fury, you have the 88% critical hit chance, plus some nice power here with 2.3k. And yeah, it is just 10% damage bonus to enemies below 50% health, gain 5 seconds of vigor after entering stealth. This is just a nice combo when you start here the fight. When you start here, you will have your 5 seconds of vigor, and you can dodge a few attacks when you are stealthed for the first time. The vigor just allows you to use your second dodge a little bit earlier. And this is every 30 seconds, which is also nice if you are in a dangerous situation and you have to stealth up and run away. You will have, while you are stealthed, some vigor and are able to dodge more often and run away, escape from different situations. And of course, the 10% damage bonus instead of the Rune of the Scholar here. The difference here is that you get here the ferocity and the power, and on this one you have the precision and power, allowing you to crit more often. And the 10% damage bonus is, I would say, almost equal to the Rune of the Scholar, because yeah, it should be equal. Only that the Scholar one has the 5% while your HP is above 90%, and on this one you have it permanently against enemies under 50% HP. Deadly Arts, Trickery and Daredevil are the main specs here on this build, using Mug, Panic Strike, Improvisation. Now to explain it a little bit, because on the Sword and Dagger I forgot to explain it properly. Panic Strike is a skill that triggers automatically every 30 seconds if you hit an enemy who's under 50% HP, which means you will automatically immobilize an enemy for 1.5 seconds plus poison that guy, and while you poison you will also weaken enemies. You can see it here with Lotus Poison. Weaken targets when you poison them every 10 seconds. It triggers normally automatically, or while you just auto attack. Your third attack is a chain attack and will poison enemies and therefore also apply weakness. Then Improvisation is a nice skill which you can see here on the golem. I will just use all my skills here, and you can see it here when I steal on this guy. 2 of my skills got immediately recharged due to my improvisation crate here every 20 seconds. That's exactly the same time that we will be able to use our steal again. It will renew one category of skill category, and this means you have here Deception, Signets, Physical skills and Venom skills. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different categories of skills, and the chance is really high that you just will be recharging one of those, and you can see it here on this example, twice Deceptions. Now you have to keep in mind that your steal has to land. If you fail your steal, it will not recharge anything. You have to keep this in mind. Then on Trickery, Thrill of the Crime, Bountiful Theft and Sleight of Hand. These are like the typical standard ones for every thief build almost. Deadly Arts and Trickery. It just is there: when you steal, you will daze, you will steal 3 boons, grant yourself and nearby allies vigor, and then also grant fury, might, swiftness every time you steal. And even if you miss your steal, by the way, this will work, but it is always better to hit your steal. Then Daredevil. Gain access to physical skills. Your maximum endurance threshold is increased, which means we have 3 dodge bars instead of 2, and Brawler's Tenacity is the main thing to go here, because it will give you some extra endurance each time you use a physical skill, and this is your healing skill, which is every 16 seconds. And while you do that, if you have your heal if endurance is full, which means if you make your endurance bar here full, you will have an additional healing of 2k, which is really, really nice. And you can see it here, 7k is almost like 50%. That should be like 40% of your max HP, and that's really nice healing here. Then I'm using here Pulmonary Impact, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. Every time we interrupt enemies, it has no cooldown. It says after 3 seconds it will just deal damage, because I was wrong on that once. And then Dash, remove conditions and gain swiftness, then rush forward and evade attacks. Unhindered Combatant is a 4-second condition, which is not removable, and no, it is exhaustion. I'm sorry. Unhindered Combatant is when you dodge, the incoming damage is reduced by 10%, and the incoming condition damage is also reduced by 10%. And exhaustion is also a condition now, which is not removable, and it will just reduce your endurance regeneration by 100%, which means you will gain 0 endurance back while you have this condition. This condition will be applied if you remove either Immobilize, Cripple, or Chill. I guess it's a good nerf to the Dagger Pistol Thief. It's quite a bit long with the 4 seconds. It should have been like 2 seconds, but the 4 seconds are like really long if you are not able to get any dodges more up then during that time. So okay, the skills that we have are just Channel Vigor, the healing skill, which can be used even if you don't need to use it for your own health, because it has a 16 seconds cooldown with this build, and it is just there to grant yourself the 3 endurance bars back instead of just waiting for that. Signet of Agility grants you some increased precision, as you saw here on the build. You have, without this you will have I don't know, something with 50% critical hit chance, and now you have 68. And when you trigger this, you can also use it near allies. You can see it here, number of targets 5. It will cure 3 conditions and give you 50 endurance, which is 1 endurance bar. This is a really strong Signet skill, I don't know, thief utility skill, that it just, yeah, makes the thief a huge difference right now. It's a buff to the thieves. Back then it had not such a strong 3 boon, condi removal, and endurance back. It was only a 100% endurance game, which was 2 endurance bars. And now with the extra condi removal, thief is a little bit easier to play than back then without the condi clans. Blinding Powder, in my opinion, it got a little bit nerfed instead of buffed. I know you get the stability and it is now a stun break, but the activation just takes a little bit too much time, and you can't just activate it while you dodge or while you are stomping, immediately activating it. It's just an activation. You have to really use the skill. You can't just use it like this. I just failed it. It is like an activation skill. You can't use it immediately. That's something that's bothering me quite a bit. But it is okay. I have to get used to it. I'm not so good with using it, but I have to get used to it. And so it gives you 3 seconds of stealth. It blinds nearby enemies, and it gives you also 1 second of stability. This is just probably there to get out of the rings of the Guardians, I will say. And the best thing here is of course the stun break now, but otherwise it's quite nerfed. Shadow Stab, the mobility tool, which allows you to stun break twice. As you saw, enemies were attacking me here. I can do this, and I'm ported back while I'm stealthed, and enemies won't see me. Then Basilisk Venom. I have to get out of combat first before I show you the elite skills. Is there to get the upper hand at the beginning of fights, where you can stealth your team up and give them all Basilisk Venom, and if an enemy has no stability all of your allies will just stun the enemy for this duration 1.5 seconds, and that will be stacking if you all 5 attack that guy, so that's really nice. The other one is Dagger Stone, which you saw on the enemy thief. It's now a skill that just blocks attacks for 4.5 seconds, as it looks like, and it just, yeah, it reflects projectiles and makes you invulnerable for a few seconds. But in my opinion, it is just nice used if you have soul beasts and more mesmers, more with projectiles, where you have to avoid a lot of damage. But otherwise, Basilisk Venom is just, yeah, you can't pay for this. It is so nice. If you steal boons, enemy has no stability, you can just, whenever you want, interrupt. You don't even need to wait with the headshot until they use a healing skill. You can just stun them and then apply heavy damage pressure, immobilize, and repeat that process. The other one is Impact Strike, which will give you also extra endurance. When you use that, it will double stun the enemy, and it will also immediately stomp enemies. That can be also really strong if you are on team fights and no one of your allies is able to cleave, as we saw it, me and the Holo against the 3 others. I could have immediately stomped the enemy thief and we could have turned the game, but I don't know. That's just some loud thinking of me. And now to the combos. Your main goal will be to chase enemies with Shadow Shot, which you can see here. You can be here. This is the range, and then you will just report it to that golem. And then, as you saw, the number one thing to do, and which you can practice here on the golems, is to just black powder. It will blind the enemy, and then steal Heart Seeker, and then just backstab from behind. This is the number one thing to do. It is especially easy to enemies who are just running away from you, because they will just turn your back, like this guy. If he's running away, he will turn his back against me, and I have an easy game to just dodge onto him and then just backstab. Keep in mind, you have to land your backstab, otherwise while you are stealthed, your backstab will be having a 1 second reset here until you can use it again. This is also quite a bad nerf for Dagger Pistol, but I don't know, ArenaNet said we nerfed a lot, so we can do even a little bit more. So again, black powder, Heart Seeker, and backstab. That's the main combo to use. And if you have no steal, you can just dodge behind the enemy and then just backstab from behind. On the golems, by the way, the backstab will not always work, as you saw here. You have to really just get behind them and then just backstab good, like this. Otherwise it will not work. And by the way, on the golems, the damage is not the same as on real enemies. Keep that also in mind. What is your main goal as Dagger Pistol? It should be the same as on the Sword and Dagger Thief. 2 decap points, stay always alive, keep on roaming, outnumber fights, interrupt enemies from using healing skills, stomps, stealth your allies. As you saw, I was stealthing my Firebrand by doing Blinding Powder, starting the revive, and then I could have done this. Blinding Powder with black powder, it will give you an additional 5 seconds stealth. It should be 3 seconds, and the combo finisher should be 5 or 6 seconds stealth for you and nearby allies. This is especially really strong in team fights, because you could also just do this and then do the Blinding Powder stealth and get up to 10 seconds of stealth for you and the downed ally, plus Signet of Agility while you revive will remove 3 conditions from the downed guy, and that's what makes this really strong. The Dagger Pistol Thief has the upper hand against the Sword and Dagger on those things, interrupting enemies, and a little bit, I would say, on boon stealing, but it depends on you how you use Sword and Dagger, because Sword and Dagger with the Sword 3 can steal also a lot of boons, but by interrupting enemies here with the Pistol 4 and auto attacks, you will have a little bit more boon stealing. And the good thing here is you can be more sneakier. You can just stealth up and go from your close to the far point while you are stealth, and enemies will not notice that. So that's a big plus for the Dagger Pistol Daredevil, because the stealth ability is nice for you and for your allies. So you can stealth allies whenever you want and just get the upper hand and a little advantage by stealth attacks. Stealth attacks can be done with 2 players, with with all your team members, and that's just a really huge thing, especially at the beginning of the fights, and after that also to enemies who are getting out of respawn. If you have a strong team, you can just wait for them to come out and do 3v1 immediately, get a nice fast kill, stomp that guy, and then the enemies will just get snowballed. Then the other strength is, as I said, blinding powder, because you can just do this blinding powder and you can see it here immediately 5-second stealth, and this can be triggered immediately for you and nearby allies. If you see an ally is running away, you can just do that. You can just ping him, come to me, do this, and then just stealth him up with the blinding powder or with your short bow too. This can be also done. Then if you have a good ally holo, when he's using his healing turret, you can also just cluster bomb onto the water field and just area heal. That's also nice to know for a lot of people who don't know. Then on the short bow, a good combo that I used on my last Sword and Dagger video is the 4 and the cluster bomb. This combo just applies multiple times poison, and it will also weaken the enemies. You can see it here, boom, area weakness, which means not only one guy but all the people who are around will also be weakened. And weakness is a really heavy condition, which is nice against any kind of DPS players. You can see it here, endurance regeneration get decreased and the enemies will fumble, which means enemies will not even be able to crit, but also the normal attacks will deal only half attack, because even if you do like 1k damage with normal attack, if you crit you have it doubled, which means 2k, and if you fumble you have it from 1k to 500, and it's really annoying against any DPS comps. And that's why I always do this. Oh shit, I get focused or something, I just dodge, do this, and even while enemies are trying to cleave, you apply this, you weaken and poison, and enemies will have the revive speed decreased by 33%, plus the weakness, they will not apply any huge damage to us while we do this poison weakness combo all over the time. What is also good to do is when you are running away from someone, to watch behind you. You can set a keybind and just watch behind you while you run away. And then what's nice to know is just while you watch behind, you can also just do this, port, turn around, and then just do this. The enemy is back on you there. You can just run away again. You are stealthed up. He will not have any clue where you are, and if he's seeing you here back stealthing up, you can just re-stealth and run away. The strength here of the Dagger Pistol Thief is, as I said, it's more sneakier. I would say it has less survivability than Sword and Dagger, but therefore the stealth ability for you and nearby allies is just a huge pro to this build overall. For my own experience and for my own how to say it, enjoyment, which I enjoy more, is the Sword and Dagger, because it feels like it is more competitive, it is more skillful to play. Because Dagger Pistol is like, I can just blind you, keep the distance, I need to backstab you, I can interrupt you the entire time, which is really annoying. And with Sword and Dagger you have to know, oh, I have only steal once, so everything else I can't interrupt the enemies, so I have to use it wisely. On the Dagger Pistol, if the enemy has no stability, I can just headshot, spam my headshot here 3-4 times in a row, and probably just gonna interrupt the healing skill by doing that. And I know a lot of people just like to spam that. And also the other thing here is that you can easier chase enemies by just pistol whipping the enemy. Just pistol whip, oh he's here, I can pistol whip, I can do this, he's back, and just repeat this process as you saw against the Condi Thief. I would say, to be honest, compared they are really equal. It depends on your playstyle. I would say Sword and Dagger is more, you have to play it much smarter, and Dagger Pistol just allowing you to play more open with the stealth abilities, with the extra dodges. You can get more out of team fights, I would say, with the Dagger Pistol than the Sword and Dagger one. Sword and Dagger has it a little bit easier with the survivability because of the Infiltrator strike. He can just port around with the sword too and port back, and then just sort 3 dodge a lot of attacks also by that. But the thief, yeah, I don't know, there's not, it's just up to you which one you like more. In my opinion, sword and dagger wins because it's more skill based, and dagger pistol is more about landing your backstab and then just getting the kills onto the enemies. And of course you have it a little bit easier with the dagger pistol to stomp down the enemies, because you can stealth them and stealth yourself of course and get easier safe stomps. Now that was the dagger pistol thief, the comparison and the explanation of what you can do as a dagger pistol thief. I know we lost that game, but I can't play on 3 points to win that, and it was still fun. It was ranked arena, platinum level, platinum division, and I hope you also enjoyed this video. Now you will see as always 3 of my other videos, plus you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you like to follow me on Twitch to see me live playing. That was Happy No with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video. I see you in my next videos, guys. I wish you all a good day and have fun on Guild Wars 2 PvP. Bye bye all. I see you in my next videos.